Last week, the Lord was furious after your votes put Keisha and Neve into the bottom two. He said it was an utter travesty and flounced off his throne, turning Andrew Lloyd Webber into Angry Lloyd Webber. Yes, storm clouds gathered. Let's hope the forecast isn't bleak for our Nancys tonight. Now, the prospect of you choosing the wrong Nancy for Cameron Mackintosh's musical is making Andrew extremely anxious. No, nothing. OK, back again to guide you is the expert panel. Please welcome Doctor Who and Torchwood star John Barrowman. West End leading lady Denise Van Outen. Legendary Fagin Barry Humphries. And be afraid, be very afraid, it's Andrew Lloyd Webber. All right, Andrew, it's a week on.
Oh,
it's a week
on.
Run. That you said last week that the wrong two girls were in the sing-off. Obviously, you don't want to name names, but you clearly didn't agree.
You know what they did in the canteen to me? I just heard these people saying, there he goes, the incredible sulk.
There's a movie in that.
I don't think it could be.
But no, you obviously did disagree with the public. So there are 7 girls remaining. Are you worried?
Well, there are 8 people on trial, because I'm on trial tonight, because I decided to work with the girls last week, and I took them through their acting performances, so if you hate them, you can press a green button and probably throw me off.
All right, well, it looks like everyone's on trial tonight. Let's meet our first 2 candidates, vying to impress him and you at home. Blackpool's Jodie Pringer and Cardiff's Sarah Lark.
Last week's song was a right whopper because I was singing notes that I'd never really sang before, but I thought, just go for it. That, to me, was the performance of the evening. I gained that little bit more self-belief that I really needed. So the competition is on. Luck be a lady tonight.
Yeah, let's just look at that again. Many of you girls have got all of those big money notes. It's using that voice to tell the story. I mean, say it to me.
It's a very unladylike way you're running out. Mind you, that's northern, isn't it? So...
It's very northern.
I know, sorry.
But we don't mind that. You could almost pause of running out.
OK.
Let's go.
At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. The best that I can do.
I love this.
Is pray.
Yeah. Now I'm interested. She took that direction then. I don't know whether she'll retain it. Well, we're 10% away from it being fabulous. This is the question mark with her. It's whether or not at the end of the day she can act through a song and make it her own.
Mr. Bojangles.
She came in and she was very smiley, but she has to not only be a narrator, she also has to get into the character of who Mr. Bojangles was. At the moment, what you're doing is very much on one level. Start telling the story. So think of him, he's an old guy, probably at the bar.
The song itself is a situation that I know nothing about. It's about an older gentleman and that I've met him in a bar, which I wouldn't normally do. For my tricks and
I think we could you do have to make it very clear that it is you as the character there.
Okay.
But most of the time I spent behind these county bars. See, son, that tricks a bit.
Much better. I'm encouraged. I just hope she pulls it off and remembers what I said.
First up, but things will swing her way. It's Jodie. This Blackpool lass is singing the Guys and Dolls classic, but will Lady Luck be shining on her tonight? After her, hark, it's Sarah Lark. Our smallest Nancy wants to make a big impact with her rendition of Mr. Bojangles. Could Jodie or Sarah be your Nancy? Here's Jodie.
They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. A lady polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, sister, I'm the gal that you came in with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep this party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, pal, 'cause I'm the gal that you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he'll dance for you in worn-out shoes, with silver hair, a ragged shirt, baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe. He would jump so high, jump so high. Then he'd lightly touch down. He said, I'd dance now at every chance in honky-tonks for my drinks and tips. But most of the time I spent behind these county bars. See, son, I drinks a bit. He shook his head. Oh, Lord, he shook his head. I heard somebody say, please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Calling Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, and dance, and dance, please dance. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, and dance, and dance, please come back and dance, and dance, and dance, please come back and dance.
Denise, Jodie or Sarah, do they have the leading lady pizzazz to lead a cast in the West End?
Yeah, they both have pizzazz. First of all, I'm going to start with Jodie. It was a little bit strained at the top with a couple of the notes there, but you pulled it back. It's a tough song for you to sing because it was actually written for a man. And I've seen Ewan McGregor perform this song in the West End and Nigel Harman. And I have to say, I prefer Jodie Prenger's version.
Let's move on to Barry.
Well, you can all sing wonderfully. This is now about acting, I think. And both, I thought, gave very good performances and took on board all the points that Andrew was making. I think Jodie, it was a very intelligent reading of that song, and all that jokey Jodie was under wraps, which I was very pleased to see. Sarah, I just feel that you still have a limited range of expressions. I can see you're beautiful on television. In a theatre, in a big theatre, it remains to be seen how well you would register.
Okay.
But you did give a very good acting performance there.
Sarah, I don't know what planet Barry's on, but the show and the performance I was watching, I saw Mr. Bojangles. You told that story, you had multiple expressions in your face, and they would be seen from the back of the stalls, no doubt. Great performance.
Thank you very much.